Hey guys, today's video is about updating this 10 ampere point which was earlier being used to connect uh, any regular electrical devices like charging my laptop or charging my phone, etc. And I want to update it to a 20 ampere point now, which can support the like high energy appliances, for example a fridge or a microwave, etc. So I will show you how you can check and manually do it yourself without calling an electrician. I do not recommend without an electrician, but because I am aware of the little basics, so I'm going to do it, and I'm going to show you how exactly I'm coming to my inferences and how I'm going to make the change. So here I have opened up that board, okay, very carefully, and I've ensured that I'm wearing my sandals which are giving me insulation so that I do not give any heavy electric shocks. Okay, I've opened it up and let me show you which wire stands for what. So the green wire that you are seeing in my house, this green wire is being used for earthing. Earthing is very important. So this is the earthing wire. This is my neutral wire. There is no power in earthing or neutral, you can see. Let me just show you here. This is my, so as you can see, one of my feet is now touching the ground to ensure that I have the closed circuit, and I will use a tester to test the power. As you can see, there is no power, it's a neutral, it's earthing, I am aware of it in my house. This is the live wire, you can see there is power. Okay, very carefully with tester you can see there is a power. See, there is power. Okay, now I have to ensure that this point that was earlier supporting 10 ampere, can it now also support 15 ampere or more? So it's a very important analysis that I have to do. So I will tell you how I have done my analysis. Okay, you can do it in your own way, or if you are not sure what you are doing, then you should definitely go and call an electrician. Okay, so let me show you the two checkpoints that I've made, that has made sure or given me the assurance that I can use it to update to a 20 ampere point. So the first checkpoint is in the same room. There is another point which is having a 10 ampere point. This is a 10 ampere point, and this is a 15 or 20 ampere point. This point is being used by my microwave frequently, so it's a high energy drawing appliance or heavy electrical appliance as you call it, and this has been working perfectly. So I've opened it up. I opened it and I have checked. The live wire used in this is red color and the same thickness that I've shown you in the other socket that I'm going to work upon. This 10 ampere point, however, was not using the red wire. It was having a different colored wire. Okay, so being in the same room, the clear assumption is that the same wire is being used to distribute the same load. Okay, so the red wire, that it can support 15 ampere or 20 ampere. So basically after checking this, I've got my first assurance. So this is my checkpoint 1. So this is my MCB board, and I'm not aware of it, or at least I was not aware of it, which switch is leading to which room or what points. So what I've done is that I have gone on and manually tripped the switches to test if there is any power in the socket or not. I have come to the conclusion that the fourth switch for my room is the one that is providing power to that particular point. I have tripped it, and I will show you that there will not be any power in the socket. Here I am back again after tripping the MCB. Now you can see there is no power. My 1 feet is on the ground, and as you can see, there is no power at all in the live wire. So this is very important because we are targeting to put a 15 ampere point here, and we have to ensure that if there is any high load or any other electrical issue, then I can be sure that okay, the MCB point is correctly configured to trip if there is any high load here. So the two checkpoints that I've made kind of gives me an assurance that I can update the 10 ampere point to a 15 ampere or 20 ampere point now. Now I'm going to show you how I'm going to put on the switches together. So guys, now after the 2 checkpoint, I was pretty sure that I will be able to update the points now without the need of an electrician at least, because if I'm not sure about any of the 2 checkpoints that I've mentioned, I would definitely require some electrician help, and they should come and tell me if the wire can support the load, or they have to install a new heavy wire, or if they will also install an MCB switch or not, they will inform. So I've gone to the electrical store, and for the same size I have purchased the required materials. So I've got the plate, as you can see, this is the plate that I've got, and I have got the 20 ampere socket, and I have also got the 20 ampere switch. This is the LED that will glow once the power starts flowing, and if the power is off, the LED will stop glowing. And you can see after the switch, since I did not need any other switch for this point at the moment, so I've decided to not put any useless switch. I've just purchased a dummy placeholder, so this will just occupy one of the switch places, because this point has 2 switch places. Okay? So I'm going to show you how I'm going to put all this together. So I've taken it. It has an indicator which way the top resides. So I'm making sure that I put things in the right way, otherwise the letters will be upside down and not in the same orientation. Okay, so this is the right orientation. So let me put one by one. These are the clips. Be very careful. If you apply excessive pressure, this might break. So be very careful. Dummy switch installed, or the placeholder installed. Now time to put the real switch. Similar way, you take it and then you press it. Installed. I'm going to put the 20 ampere socket now. Okay, in the same orientation. And this is your LED. Okay, now let's go and fix this connection. So I'm going to put all this together now. As you can see, I showed you earlier that there is an MCB connected with this. So I've tripped the MCB so that there is no power now, and I will be able to safely work with these points. So I'm going to take the live wire and I'm going to place it in one of the switch points. This is my switch point. One of the switch point I'm going to place it, and I'm going to tighten the screw. Tighten the screw. Now I'm going to connect other wires. This was a connector wire to connect the socket with the switch. It was already present. So depending upon your requirement, you can either cut a piece or you can reuse the existing one. So it will connect to the other point in the switch. So the top one I've connected the live wire, so you can take the bottom part and connect it there. So this is the line that will ensure that the power from your switch will go into the socket. So when the switch is off, there will not be any power. When the switch is on, the switch will be transmitting power from this line to this line, and then once the power is in this line, it will transmit to the socket. I'm going to take it, and as you can see, there is a clear marking of where to put what kind of wire. This is the earthing, this is the live wire, the neutral wire. If I can show you in this orientation, this means that the earthing should be here, the left one should be neutral, the right point should be connected with the live. I'm going to put the live here. Here I'm taking the earthing. I'm going to connect the earthing here. Now I'm taking the neutral and I will connect it here. Now, as you can see, I've connected all the wires properly, but I have not connected the LED yet. So let me show you. So one point of the LED should go into the neutral. Do it once again. And if one is neutral, then the other should go to the power line, right? So I'm going to put it here. Let me unscrew it again. I'm gonna take this. And I'm gonna put it here. Make sure that you are not directly touching the ground. You are wearing a proper sandal which is insulating you, and the MCB is stripped off. Never take a risk to work with the live wires. You never know what may happen. I've screwed it up, and Let me run you down through the summary of what I've just done. I've taken the live wire and I placed it at one point in the switch. At another point in the switch, I've connected it with the live of the socket, this wire. And at the same point, I have also connected one wire of the LED. Then I've taken the neutral and another wire of the LED and connected it to the neutral point. Neutral point is nothing but the left point here. This is our live point. And I've taken the earth wire, the green wire, you can see, and I've connected to the earth point. Now I'm going to place all things together. So since I've done all the connection now, I should test it. And as you can see, I have if I'm turning the switch on, the power is there. That's because after finishing all the connection, I've turned on the MCB, okay, which I had earlier tripped off, right? So now there is power. Now in the live part, or let me just show you here itself. This is my live point. There should be power. In the tester you are seeing, there is power. If I turn it off, I've turned it off. Now there should not be any power here. No power, no power, no power. If I turn it on again, there will be power. See, no power, power. Which means our connection is working fine. Now I will just place things into it. I've screwed things perfectly. Screwed means put the screw in, not screw the whole setup. It works. I'm just going to put the panel here. And now my point is ready to serve a 15 ampere electrical device. Let me show you how it's working. I'm just using an extension port to check if it is working or not. Turn it on, there is power. Turn it off, there is no power.